Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo December 31, 2022. Mercury turns retrograde today, in your solar 4th house. In many ways, home and family matters feel like they're moving forward with a recent new moon but can involve some confusion or delays until January 18th. For example, a bit of chaos, up in the air energy, or mechanical problems around the home require your attention. Attending to these can improve your life in beautiful ways, but it can temporarily delay you. Past issues can resurface for review. You might save new initiatives surrounding home and property for a better time, but reworking and reorganizing your home can be especially fruitful in the weeks ahead. There is much to enjoy and learn, even if, and perhaps because, you're waiting. Today, you can direct a lot of attention to unresolved relationship matters. This is a time for being fair and non-judgmental as you see an issue that perplexed or bothered you in a more helpful light. There can be plenty of nostalgia now, and perhaps a past opportunity related to family and home that reemerges now. There is a bigger drive to bring more harmony to your home life. Keep things informal and avoid jumping to conclusions, as some facts can be missing or difficult to see. Do enjoy a new and fresh take on an old matter that's likely to boost your spirits. A gorgeous day with bright sunny skies is upon you. This is because mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger of the mind and communication, will snuggle up close and personal with your planetary ruler, sweet Venus, our goddess of attraction and harmony. As they both unite in the sky, your thoughts and feelings should be soaring like a bird set free. This is a magnificent time to have a heart-to-heart or tell someone how you truly feel. You could receive a compliment, letter, invitation, gift, or something that makes you feel very appreciated, as well. Restructure your work and life balance. Given that the first quarter moon in Aries could make you braver than usual, you may feel like now is the time to put something into motion with your professional commitments or working relationships. But launching something now might be ill-timed since Mercury will also station retrograde in Capricorn. This might not be the time to put anything new in motion since Mercury retrograde could throw your work and life balance off for the next few weeks. Focus on handling whatever is already in motion during this retrograde. On both sides of the financial fence, you are moving into the final days of 2022 with a greater sense of confidence and awareness. While the lunar nodes will continue to police a balance between money coming in and money going out, both sides are well supported and that will continue to be the case. While many find you to be hot or cold, this is not totally accurate. You are actually highly consistent and dedicated to your passions. It is the passions that fluctuate naturally. If you find yourself wanting new foods or flavors, do not deny yourself these inroads to higher truth. The cravings for hot spices like curry or chili peppers or cooling agents like avocado and yogurt are truly beneficial for your system. Pay attention to your inner voice through diet and thrive. Welcome to the powerful energy of this day. The strength of this number usually shows itself best when you have to address a group of people in either a formal or relaxed, virtual setting. It can be especially helpful for teachers, leaders, or counselors, as it lends confidence and courage. Further, you can expect an increase in your communication skills and ability to appeal to the masses. Don't hesitate if this is something that you need to do today. This will be the perfect day for wowing your audience. The moon's last visit to your relationship sector for the year was always going to be a chance to check in and become more emotionally engaged. It is an alignment with Jupiter for the first time since his return last week that is not only a window into the importance this is going to put on your relationships over the coming months but on the shift in focus. By the time he retrograded back out 2 months ago, Jupiter had been in retrograde motion for months, while now it is all about looking to the future rather than the past. The moon's last visit to your relationship sector for the year is not just the first since Jupiter returned last week but since the dwarf planet Ceres returned to Libra. With Ceres on a mission to help you better understand your own needs and priorities, but the moon and Jupiter both putting the focus on your relationships, This will help to expose any balance issues between the two. Our eyes in the sky. Your passionate, fiery side will be highlighted today as the moon takes its first steps in the sign of Aries. The energy here can become quite emotional, and the temptation to stay in bed and close out the world could be real. A connection between the moon and Jupiter could also make you feel overwhelmed, especially when it comes to responsibilities. It might not be easy to put on a brave face this morning, so be gentle with yourself and others as everyone attempts to navigate this messy cosmic climate. You will feel slightly out of sync with the people around you today. Try not to blame yourself for this phenomenon. Realize that this simply has to do with the difficult cosmic energy of the day. Relations will be better tomorrow. Wait it out. Don't be too quick to judge someone else's work. You may think it is wrong simply because you don't understand it. Take your time and ask questions before jumping to the conclusion that the work has been done incorrectly. You may learn something. As we continue into the evening, the moon squares the sun, creating some emotional fluctuations, and you might feel more sensitive than usual. This is a good time to release any fears or hurt feelings you might be harboring. Give yourself permission to unplug and save significant conversations for another day. It's important to put yourself and your well-being first. Take a moment to let go of anything you feel is holding you back, so you can head into the new year feeling refreshed. Strong-willed people may stand in your way today. Do your best to avoid them altogether. Their thinking is not along the same lines as yours. Communication with these types of people is only going to complicate matters instead of clarifying them. Mercury begins its retrograde journey in Capricorn today, so prepare yourself for the usual miscommunications and aggravations that accompany this transit. Stay calm and carry on. After midnight, messenger planet Mercury stations retrograde for the final time this year in pragmatic Capricorn. As this station coincides with the new year, we may opt to be a bit more flexible in setting our resolutions for 2023 now. At the very least, consider leaving them open to revision until Mercury stations direct on January 18th. Mercury retrograde will do its thing, provoking misunderstandings, crashing electronics, and causing us to voice sentiments at inopportune times. Most of all, it will force us to reflect upon our goals. As we make decisions heading into January, treat yourself with patience and give others a bit of grace. Don't get down on yourself if you aren't immediately successful on your first attempt at a new venture. You may feel as if your support group is leaving you high and dry today. Perhaps you are given a task with very little guidance on how to complete it. Don't worry. Have confidence in yourself. You are given nothing you can't handle yourself. Following this, the moon enters Aries, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, the moon and Jupiter are the only planets transiting fire signs. With so many planets in earth signs now, we need this extra boost of enthusiasm to keep us motivated. To optimally channel this energy, seek out physical activities to get your body moving. Especially in the northern hemisphere, these colder months can turn us into couch potatoes. Get your circulation going and watch as your mood is boosted.